You're gonna fall asleep, but you have the choice to wake back up again. And I wanted to make this video today because I was recently thinking about this in my own life, my own personal experience where, I went through my process of awakening and ascension, and, what that means for me is that I started to see beyond the illusion. I really started to cut through the thick density of fear to see the truth is that we're all love. But the thing is that we're always going to be triggered. There are going to be times where people trigger us, situations trigger us, that take us back into our core pain or take us back into a core wound. And that will often throw us back into the illusion of fear. And so I'm making this video today because I know that every single person on their journey is going to go through this. Even if you've already, awakened, even if if you consider yourself woke, which I don't even know if I love those terms, but really what that means is just you can see beyond the illusion. You're seeing things from more of a 5D perspective, which is more vast, versus a 3D perspective, which is very limited. And so, if you fall asleep, because you will fall asleep again, you can wake back up. And this video today is a reminder that you have the ability to wake up again. And, you don't have to stay in that fear. And the beauty of waking up is that you remember, right? So even if you do fall back asleep, there's this knowing that you can wake up again. And it's a matter of being able to put ourselves in a state of consciousness that allows us to see things from that perspective. And the other thing I was thinking about the other day too is that whatever state of consciousness we're in is going to produce a certain result, but also it's going to produce a certain thought process. So if you're in a lower state of consciousness, you're only going to be thinking negative thoughts. You're only going to see the world through a negative scope. You're not going to see opportunity. You're going to see limitation. So when you just focus on raising your consciousness, it's not even really about having to shift your thoughts, but if you actually focus on raising your consciousness, which means elevating your emotional state to love, right? So the closer you are to love and peace, the higher your consciousness is. So if you can elevate your emotional state, then all of a sudden you have access to these thoughts that you did not have access to before. You have access to prosperity. You have access to love. You have access to abundance. And maybe it hasn't fully shown up, but your thoughts are now directed towards that. Whereas before, in a lower state of consciousness, maybe you can only think depressive thoughts. You can only think lack thoughts, limitation, thoughts of limitation, right? So this video today is a reminder that even if you wake up, your work's not done. You will fall asleep again. You will get triggered, but you have the opportunity to step into a higher state of consciousness again. And I think that every time we fall down, it's just important that we pick ourselves back up and we keep moving forward. But anytime you do fall down, there's a lesson in it too. Because the reason why you're falling down in the first place is because Spirit is there trying to show you, here's another core aspect of yourself that still needs healing. Here's what's still getting in the way of you fully ascending and you really coming into your full power. So we have to understand, as human beings navigating this physical environment, we're always learning, we're always growing. And if we get to a point where we think we're done, then we probably won't be on earth anymore, right? Or if we're on earth and we think that we're done, we're not done and we're in denial. So, the work is going to continue, and it's just a matter of how you choose to perceive that, right? You can perceive it through a higher state of consciousness, or you can perceive it through a lower state of consciousness. And it's just really important that, you have these tools, you have this awareness, so that as you're going through your journey, it allows you to shift through this energy from the vibration of love versus the vibration of fear, because I always say spirituality comes down to that. We're either in love or we're in fear, and it's really simple. And if we can just stop and ask ourselves anytime we're going through a difficult situation, where am I more dominantly focused? On love and peace, or am I focused on fear? And so that's something as well that you want to, stop and ask yourself. But this video today was a reminder, as I said, so I truly hope, I know it's a bit of a ramble, but I do hope that this video helped you out and gave you a little bit of a new perspective. If you guys are interested in any of my online courses or guided meditations, the information will be down below. So I've created Ignite Your Soul Self-Mastery School to help you on your spiritual journeys. I also have a private Facebook group, so if you guys want to join there, you just have to be a part of Ignite Your Soul, which you can download the free guided meditation for anxiety and stress, which I highly recommend either way. But as always, the information will be down below in the description box. Okay, but I'm sending you guys absolute love and light, and I'll see you soon. Take care.